Hello, everybody. It's the Reverend Stephen McHale. I'm out here at my usual spot on my deck. I'm often here on Friday mornings trying to figure out how to get a sermon to come alive. I'm being helped along by my trusty dog Bear. He's over there in the sunspot. I'm distracted by still a beautiful green and all the trees that'll start to fall soon. And I'm drinking some coffee, eating some berries. And my task right now is to try to take 6 pages of notes and turn that into a sermon. When I write out a sermon longhand, it usually ends up being 3 pages. And in my experience, the hardest part of a sermon is taking all the material and figuring out what to cut so that you end up with one coherent story, although you'll be the judge if coherency is successful. Every time I do the research on a sermon, I feel like I have the material for 6 or 7 sermons, and trying to find just one in there is a trick. That is my job this morning. As I do this, I am thinking about a busy schedule coming up for my family and me, and for the church in the next few weeks. So next week, there is a clergy retreat up at the Bishop's Ranch. So all the clergy of the diocese and Elizabeth, who's not officially clergy of our, I don't know how it works. It's confusing when you cross denominations. Elizabeth's coming, which is great for her first time up there. And the stated goal of this week's retreat isn't so retreaty. It's to wrestle with the strategic vision process of the Diocese of California that a group has been working on for months and months. So we will be talking about the future of the diocese. I've read a draft of it, and I suspect it's a bit like preparing for a sermon, that there's way more material than you can possibly use to tell a single story. So we'll have to find places to drop things, even though they're good or interesting, in order to make the whole more coherent. I will try to share that document with you. There's a new version of it out, and I'd love to hear your feedback on it as well. All right, so up to the clergy conference. We go Tuesday at the lunch hour, then we're up there through Thursday, then back in Alameda. On Sunday, we have the Feast of St. Francis in our church. So dogs and cats, snakes and humans, you name it. This is the following Sunday, by the way, the 5th. Any manner of chaos occurs on St. Francis Sunday. Is the time when we let the Holy Spirit take over the church, and it is glorious and a little disconcerting if you're looking just to sit still in the quiet of holiness. After that very afternoon, I am heading off with a gang of 11 clergy, as I've done. This will be the 9th year in a row, and we're going on a hike together. We call this the St. Francis Pilgrimage because we always do it the week of the Feast of St. Francis. And it turns out we are able to go to the Trinity Alps, just not where we expected we'd be. So we are heading to the northern side of the Trinity Alps, where there was not fire damage. And apparently the smoke is now long gone. Where we had originally planned, the trails are quite damaged from all the fire crews. While I'm up there, Elizabeth is going to be heading off to Italy, of all places. She's going to Italy on a very well-deserved vacation. Meanwhile, our church fundraising kicks into sort of its public campaign. That'll start on the 5th. We'll hear a sermon that is about our topic, and we'll hear from a member of our church answering the question that we are asking everyone to ponder. And our dinners will start up. If you have not already done so, I strongly encourage you to sign up in this very newsletter in which this video came for one of these community dinners in which we can talk about the life of our church. Okay, well, I'm off in the woods then. On the Thursday, which is the 9th of October, I guess, Holly, of all places, is going to Kenya and Tanzania. She's going to go see her in laws, my family, in Nairobi, my aunt and uncle, and I have two cousins and their partners there. And then she's going on a trip to see, well, to go on a safari and to see a number of projects that her church has supported for years and years. And she's going to be gone until the 28th. This will be the longest period of time we have ever not seen each other, I guess, since we first met. And it feels crazy to me. So from the 5th to the 28th, that's going to be, I will probably be losing my mind. So please, look out for me. In the middle of all that, there is a diocesan convention on the 18th, and then our big ingathering for our faithful giving, raising money for 2026, will fall on the 26th, conveniently. Other stuff to tell you about this coming Sunday in church. It should be a fairly normal looking Sunday, but after church, we will have a forum on the Alameda warming shelter, which Christ Church will be hosting in our parish hall during the winter months. That'll be right after church in the church itself. Please join us for that if you are able. Okay, that's probably more information than you all needed in a simple Friday video. May God bless you. May you take care of one another, and may you enjoy this beautiful autumn that we are sharing.